Hello everyone, in this video we're going to continue our work on AZ400 series labs from Microsoft Learning that are part of the GitHub, and I highly recommend you guys go and actually read and do the lab yourself. Don't just watch me doing it. But we have already done lab 1 and lab 2. Please look at the previous videos, and in this movie we're going to do the lab 3, and in this one we're really going to look at the Azure project wikis. It's going to be part of the Azure board. Okay, so if you can look at the lab overview, we're going to create and configure a wiki in our Azure Devops. That's the primary focus of the exam. And three major objectives. So create a wiki in the Azure project, add and edit in the markdown language. So markdown is really, you can think about, is a very simplified version of HTML language that is very popular these days for like developing this. Everything that you're seeing, this header maybe is H1, this is maybe H1, H2, regular text, these bullets, all of that you can do with the markdown. So we know how to do that. And finally we're going to create a mermaid diagram. Okay, should take about 45 minutes, and we'll see if we can do everything in one video or break them up into smaller chunks. So you can really start over here. So teams project, again, what we'll do, we're going to create a new project, and we have been doing this for a while, so you know what is Azure Devops demo generator. So we're just going to go there, open it up. You just need to sign in, and I was signed in, so it automatically signed me to the right account. And here you really need the new project name. This time we're going to use this project name, sharing team knowledge using Azure project wikis. So over here, that is the project name. You got to select organization. We have been using this organization from the very beginning as well. Now the template, let's see which template we need. Looks like we need the Tailwind Traders template. So let's go back and choose template and find the Tailwind Traders right there. So hit select template, make sure that Tailwind Trader showed up over here. And it says, hey, Azure DevOps demo generator now supports GitHub forking. So let's just do that. Yeah. Well, let's just not do that maybe. Just create the project. Yeah, it didn't ask us to do that, so I'm going to skip that and just create the project. Okay, and it just takes a few minutes to create the project. Once the project is created, you're going to click on navigate to the project to go to the project. So let's just pause for a second. Alright, once you have created the project, you can click on the Azure DevOps, and the new project should show up somewhere in this group. Okay, and here's the project that we have created, sharing the team knowledge using project wiki. So this is the project that we're going to work on now. So the first thing we're going to do, this task one, is publish a branch of an Azure DevOps repo as wiki. So on the vertical menu on the left side, click on repos, and in the upper section in the files pane, you make sure that you have the Tailwind Traders website repo selected. So let's just go to here, go to repos, and what it is, Tailwind Traders, that repo must be selected. What happens sometimes, you have multiple repos, okay, and if you click down, oh look, see, you have three different type of repos, and let me make sure which one you need. We need the Tailwind Traders dash website. So let's go back, and so over here we are actually at the wrong repo right now. So you click on the drop down menu, click on the Tailwind Traders. Now you're back. So now you're seeing this particular repo has everything that we need for our exercise. So come back over here, this page I don't need anymore. Come back over here. What they're saying, in the branch repository, select main and review the content of the main branch. So if you go back, so this is the created CCID action. Let's see if I can find the main branch. So that is the main branch, and that's about it. So we are in the right repo. We're at the right branch at the moment. You can double verify that this is where you wanted, and you wanted the main branch. Very good. So to the left of the files pane, uh, expand the documents folder and the images subfolder. In the images subfolder, locate the website.png entries. So let's come back over here, documents, images, website.png. So that is the image that they said us that we should highlight. Okay, come back over here. It says, hey, download that to the local downloads folder. So let's see, I can download that to say desktop. I'm gonna create a new icon for Git images and just put it over there. For whatever reason, it is showing up as items.jpg, although the name of the file should be. Let me see if I can save it from here. No, it's not. I am not able to save it from here. Maybe click on that one, download website.png. Yeah, that's probably better. And save file is good. So file is saved in some place. We just want to get that. Cut up, cut, and we want to put it in our desktop. Let's see, in our desktop we created the git images folder. We want to put it here. So now that's stored. I'm going to get rid of the other one. Okay, so what we do now, want to do now, in the vertical menu, click on the overview, select wiki and publish code as wiki. So let's go back. So we want to go to the wiki, and wiki is usually at the top here, overview, then wiki, and then you want to know this, not the create project wiki, publish code as wiki. That is what you want. Okay, and then we're going to use this repository main branch and the document folder, the documents folder we want to publish as wiki. Okay, so you're not publishing all the codes. Okay, you are going to use this, and you're going to say, hey, use the main branch, and which folder? This is documents folder. So that document folder got all of the wiki stuff. Okay, and let's see if there's a name. Okay, here's the wiki name, and we're going to use that same exact name in here. Hit publish most likely at this time. And it says it will automatically display the content of the GitHub Actions.md file. Okay, and review the content, and note the overall structure of the wiki matching the structure of the underlying repo. All right, so over here, let's see, hit publish. So as soon as you do that, as they were saying in the lab, the GitHub Actions showed up, right? In the GitHub Action, they're saying there's some service. Tailwind Traders website has 3 workflow: the Azure App Service workflow, containerized Azure App Service, an existing AKS that already has a Tailwind Traders backend installed, and there's also workflow, year build, check, WAM, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, look, just kind of look at the structure. You don't have to pay too much attention to this one just yet, but just know that as soon as we created the wiki, the GitHub Actions page got created, and that's about it. Let's go back over here. And the next task then is managing the content of a published wiki. So we're going to go back to repo, we're going to go to the files, and then go find the Tailwind Raiders repo. So we are already there though. So repo, files, and then make sure that you are still on the Tailwind Raiders website repo. So that's good. And you're going to go to documents, and we're gonna click new and click file. So they're saying, hey, maybe add something new there. So document images and new. Is that right? Documents. They didn't say go down to the images. They just say select document and new. So just stick to documents. Okay. Documents and then hit new and new file. That is what they're saying. New file. In the new file after the documents type dot order. So that is what they want to create. So dot order. Okay, so this is the folder that will be created if you do that. Okay, and hit create. There we go. Let's see what happens. All right, everyone, with continuing with the task, so we have this order page right here, and what they're asking, just put this little bit of content in that dot order uh, page that we have created. So paste that, and the only option is to comment. So let's just comment this. There we go. Let's see what happens. Now I was asking here, add some comment. Which branch would you like to commit to? And work items to link. Now this one we'll talk about later. So if when you are doing a Scrum, you can attach this work item to one of the tasks that we have in the Scrum itself. Yep. So over there, let's see, click on overview section, select wiki verify. So they're just saying just do that. Don't worry about anything. So just hit comment. So we are all good now. So this order is now committed. So what we are doing next here in the vertical menu to the left side, click on overview. So that is your overview. Okay. In that overview section, select wiki. Again, if you go to this wiki now showed up right there on the left hand side, click on that one. And once we are there, verify that Tailwind Traders document appears in the upper section of the pane. So over here, right there, the Tailwind Traders in the upper section of the page, so we have that as well. And preview and review the ordering of the wiki content. So yeah, if you click on that one, and that's all we have. Okay. Here's we have images, here we have test images, all of that in here. So I think we are done with this much. Note the order of wiki content should match the sequence of files in the folders listed in the dot order file. So it should be GitHub Actions and then images. So order of the wiki files. Okay, I guess they're trying to say GitHub Actions and then images. So those two are the order. Okay, that's how you ordered. And if you change that order, if you put the images at the top, the images would come at the top and GitHub Action will go down below. Okay, so it's telling you move page. I don't want to do that, but that would be the order. So you can use the dot order page to order the menu items. Okay, so we're all good down that part. So the next one in the vertical menu, click on the repo, and on the drop down menu of the files pane display that website and main branch, and on the documents select github actions.md. So we're going to go down to repo this time. There's files, repo and files. So we have done repo, then to files, and we want the repo for Tailwind Traders website. So let's make sure that we are there and we are here. Okay, and we want to be on the main branch. So that is the main branch, all looking good so far. And we're going to now go down to documents and then github actions.md. So documents and github actions.md, that's where we want it to come. Okay, and we're going to edit this, and directly below the GitHub Actions header add the following markdown. Okay, so we're going to come over here, edit this, and click on edit. Let's see what happens. So edit. So this is the GitHub Actions. Okay. GitHub Actions header directly below. So right there, we're gonna add this particular uh, markdown language. Okay. Let's see what else do we need to do. So once we are done with that, we're gonna commit it again, and on the preview tab, we're gonna do some stuff. So let's come back over here. So that's the only changes we have made. Commit. Excuse me. Commit. So that image showed up. Okay, that's all we wanted to make sure. That's the preview tab. Everything looking good. Now we can go back to the overview and wiki, and the document should appear. So again, if we go back to overview, then wiki, okay, then that GitHub Actions is bringing back all of its stuff in here. Okay. And the content GitHub Actions included the newly referenced image. So all of that is showing up properly. So since we have updated, this image is now showing up in here under the GitHub Actions. And again, if you remember, this is the page where we edited and added this particular image at the top. Okay, so we are done with all of that. So we have learned how to publish the wiki. So you put your stuff in the documents and you publish that. And now we have learned, have done some work with markdown language, and we added a particular picture in our wiki. So the next one is about creating and managing a project in wiki. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here, we're going to create a project wiki including a mermaid diagram and an image. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go to the Azure Devops portal, displaying the wiki pane of the sharing team knowledge wiki project, and we're gonna click on the Tailwind Traders documents drop down header, and we're gonna select create a new project. So over here, go here, we go down to the wiki, and validate that exactly what you do on the wiki pane. So you're on the wiki pane. Okay, this is the correct project, sharing team knowledge. Make sure that's the sharing team knowledge. Okay, then you need the content from the Tailwind Traders wiki is selected. Let's see, Tailwind Traders wiki is selected, right? And this is the create new project wiki. Okay, so you can click on that one, and that will give you the new page where you can create a new wiki. Okay, in the page title, let's do a page design. Let's call it page design, and place the cursor in the box, and then click on header one. So place here, okay, and this is really the header one. Usually they show up in here some other options as well. See what they're saying. Place the cursor in the body of the page, click on the left most icon. Okay, so let's do the leftmost icon, click on the left. Wow, they're saying here, so put the cursor here, put the leftmost icon, click on the header one. So that symbol represents that anything that you write here is going to be treated as a header one. Okay, and then we want to type this authentication and authorization. So authentication, and look at that, this is like a preview. So if you have this with the header one, this is what it's going to look like when everything is published. Okay, and press enter key, click on the leftmost icon. So now we're going to work on header 2. So now hit enter, go back, use header 2. So now see, I have two of these hash symbols right there, and for the header 2 we're going to use Azure Devops OAuth 2.0 authorization flow. So let's add that, Again, so this is, see, the header one is a little bit uh, bigger than the header one, and then hit enter. And then they're saying here, copy paste this. Let's just copy paste this and put it over here. And there we go. And this is called the mermaid diagram that you're creating using the MD language. Okay. Uh, on the right of the editor pane in the preview pane, click load diagram to review the outcome. Okay, so load diagram, if you click on that one, this is the outcome. Okay, this is really, really nice. Okay, so you have users, you just really, your whole flow is now showing up in here with this really nice diagram. Your application, going to your application, here's the Azure DevOps. User use your application sends the request to request for authorization for the user to the Azure DevOps. That comes back to you and you grant authorization. Then all of this process that happens back and forth, you are displaying that using this mermaid diagram. And I'm going to highly recommend that you read about mermaid and how they are structured going to this particular page. Okay, very good, very good, very lot of information. Okay, so far we are done with this, and let's see, in the upper right corner of the interface, click on the down facing caret save button and click save with a revision message. So we're gonna go over here and click on save. Okay, the play is now saved. Okay, so that's all we needed to do. And you can also do save with a revision message and say updated page with headers and what mermaid diagram. Save, that you can also do. Okay, close this page, stay in here. Oh, they are saying authorization and authentication section with auth diagram. Okay, so let's do one more. So save with message, and if you want to exactly use this particular message, you can also do that. Hit save. That's it. So come back over here. The next thing that we're going to do on the project design editor pane, place the cursor at the end of the mermaid element on the project design. So that would be here, the project design page. They're saying place the cursor at the end of the mermaid element you added earlier in the task. Press enter, and this time you're gonna get add some more header to, and you're gonna say user interface. So over here, hit enter, come down, header 2, and put user interface. And on the project design editor in the toolbox, uh, click on the paper click to represent insert a file. And then you go to the downloads folders and get the website.png. So what you want to do here, hit enter. So here is your insert a file. And where did we place it? I think we placed it in our desktop, git images and website.png. So let's get that one, and that was now taken and put it in there, and it's now showing up to the right side window, right? Now what we'll do, back on the project design, review the PP pen, verify the image is properly displayed, which we have just done. In the upper right corner of the editor pane, and we're going to do the save, and we're going to say save with revision, and this is the revision message we are going to add. So since we are done, again we're going to click save with revision, we're going to add it and hit save, and it says everything is saved. So let's come back over here, and we can now close it. So over here, just close it. Okay, so everything is nice and beautiful. So the last task that we have for this lab is manage a project wiki. All right, to finish up this one, let's just do the manage a project wiki. And in this one, really, we're going to go back to some of the revisions we made and revert some of the changes. And we're going to create a new page. So let's go over here. Look, let's go back to the wiki and the project design. Okay, that's what they're saying. And if you click on the ellipsis symbol, you should be able to see the revisions. So let's click on the ellipsis symbol and let's see if we can see the revisions. And here is the view revisions. You can click on that, and all the revisions we have made, they should show up. So those are all the revisions that we have made so far. And what you need to do, just click on the entry representing the most recent change, and we're going to revert that. So over here, this is the most recent change, right? So I'm going to click on that, and let's see if there is a revert button right there. So this is the most recent change where we added this image. If we click on revert and say revert, and then browse page, and what you see that the image that we added at the bottom is now gone. That's all it is. So we have been successful, and the last thing that we're going to do on the same project design page, let's create another page. So over here, and project design page, create a sub page, move page, copy page path. You want to make sure that you are the right link. Okay, project design page, bottom left corner, click on the new page. So over here is the new page. If you want to do sub pages to this particular page, you click on add sub page or move page. But if you want a new page that is added at the same hierarchy, you're going to do the new page. Okay, so this is something we have already done. In this time we're going to use project design overview as the name of the page. So that's it, and that's about it. Save and close, save save and close, save and close, and the new page showed up just like that. Okay, so here's the project design page, here's the project design overview page. That's how you maintain and add pages to wiki. Okay, and that is the end of this particular lab. So we have, this was not a very difficult lab. So again, to recap things that you have done, to go to the wiki, you always come to the overview. Under the overview, you have the wiki page. Okay, now if you click on the wiki, that is going to show you the wiki. You want to make sure that you have chosen the right wiki. Okay, now before this wiki, we actually published the wiki. Okay, going to the repos and selecting the wiki, creating the wiki, and we have chosen the main branch, and we chose the documents folder. Now once you have the wiki that is hosted under the main branch, okay, you can create new branch, you can do GitHub Actions, you can add images, you can do all kinds of stuff. Okay, so that's all we have learned, and we have created two different wikis. If you wanted, you can create another wiki, and within the wiki you can add a whole bunch of pages as per your need. Okay, so hopefully the lab was helpful to you. So let's meet in the next lab, where we're going to continue our path for this particular AZ 400 series labs. And really, we're going to start looking into version controlling with Git in Azure repos in more detail. I think we already have done one lab that did some of it. Okay, but we're going to continue what we have learned here. When we started doing version controlling with Git, we're going to get into more detailed steps. Okay, so let's meet in that one very soon in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.